Okay, Thursday, October 22nd. I'm Tom Novak. This is your Bring Me the News and Novak Weather Update. What an interesting day here over Minnesota, western Wisconsin. I had the most questions were given to me this morning about the weird sky cover and color of the sky, and questions on what was causing the orangish red and some yellow colors in the sky this morning. And it was just several factors, but one of the biggest factors was the smoke that was emanating from fires out in north central Colorado. And what you're looking at right now is the visible satellite loop over northern Colorado. And here you go. This is the fire that's been raging. It's actually several fires been raging in north central Colorado, just west of Fort Collins. Okay. It's in an area called the Estes Park region or the Rocky Mountain National Park up there in north central Colorado in the Rocky Mountains. And you can clearly see the smoke billowing from these fires and then heading straight east and northeast. And you guessed it, as we zoomed out, heading straight east and northeast towards Minnesota, especially southern Minnesota, Wisconsin, and northern Iowa. So that was one of the big reasons for the weird looking sky this morning. Get used to it, by the way, because as we look at the jet stream now, and we look at where our winds are blowing from, here it was today. Here was the jet stream today. And again, let's focus in on north central Colorado here. Look at where our winds were coming from here in southern Minnesota, okay? They're coming straight from northern Colorado and heading east and northeast into the upper Midwestern Great Lakes region. And that was all because the jet stream was carrying those, not only the clouds, but of course the smoke, east and northeast into the upper Midwest. Remember, the jet stream is the river of air at 20, 30, 35,000 feet in our atmosphere. And look at what happens as we get into this weekend. Now, this is Saturday. There's a couple of interesting things happening this weekend for Saturday and especially Sunday. Look at where our winds are coming from as we get into Sunday morning. Again, here's Colorado. I just can't imagine the fires being put out by this weekend. So we are going to have, again, another fetch of winds, of strong winds at jet stream level, heading east-northeast out of Colorado towards the upper Midwest, including southern Minnesota and Wisconsin. And which is also interesting is on Sunday, look at how strong the jet stream winds are now here over central Minnesota and northern Wisconsin. We're talking about a jet streak at about 110 to 120 knots, and that places southern Minnesota, Nebraska, and Iowa in the right rear flank or right rear quad of this jet streak, which is a favorable area for lift and precipitation. So yeah, get used to the weird sky colors, and then also get used to more precipitation, especially in southern Minnesota, because it does look like it's going to be active here, especially in the southern third of Minnesota as we get to this weekend. This is the NAM computer model guidance, and the winds at about 20,000 feet on Sunday morning, and look at how strong they are coming from southwest to northeast across southern Minnesota. Again, winds strong at 20,000 feet at about 70 to 80 knots. And then as we go down in the atmosphere into the middle layers of our atmosphere at about 10 to 15,000 feet, you can see the winds now have turned southerly, and they are still coming up into Minnesota. Now, they're not as strong as they were these last couple of days. So because of that, I'm not expecting the intense snowfall rates that we had back on Tuesday and then, of course, today in central Minnesota. But with a flow like this, again, with winds coming from the west-southwest at 20,000 feet and then winds coming out of the south-southwest at 10 to 15,000 feet, yeah, you're getting a turning in the atmosphere, and you're getting lift in the atmosphere, and that is going to create precipitation the way it appears over the southern third of Minnesota. And if you look to the bottom right hand of your screen, you can see this is the travel impact level, confidence level from Novak Weather, and I'm showing you that about the southern third of Minnesota. So here's the Twin Cities. You draw a line from about the Twin Cities on east to Eau Claire, Wisconsin, on west to about Brookings, South Dakota. Anywhere along and south of that line, I think is going to be in a prime area for snow as we get into later Saturday night and Sunday. So we'll have to keep an eye on that system as it moves towards Minnesota late Saturday night and into Sunday. In fact, the European computer model guidance is clearly showing that a fairly solid and respectable area of snow is going to fall between Saturday night and Sunday night over the southern third of Minnesota. It's predicting about 1 inch to 2 inches in the Twin Cities metro. And then along the I-94 or along the I-90 corridor in southern Minnesota, a solid 4 to 6 inches of snow can be expected the way it appears, at least as of right now, as we get into late Saturday night and Sunday. And again, that's the area that I've got highlighted for travel problems potentially, especially on Sunday. As we look at the extended forecast now from Bring Me the News and Novak Weather, here we go. Don't expect much in the way of warmth here over the next 7 days. Temperature stuck in the 30s the way it appears. In fact, we may be very lucky to reach the low to mid 30s as we not only go through tomorrow, but Saturday and Sunday. Here's that snow that I'm expecting on Sunday. Really cold, unseasonably cold. Temperatures about 20 to 30 degrees below normal for early next week. And then we finally start a warm up as we get into the middle portions of next week. And yes, I'm expecting temperatures near the average in the low to mid 50s as we get into later next week and perhaps next weekend. So something to look forward to if you want at least average temperatures for this time of the year. All right, that's your forecast. I hope everybody has a great evening. Take care.